Hey everyone, it's Teacher Andrew back with you again here today, and today we're going to go into two topics of interest. One, priority booking, and two, the pre-booking frenzy. Now, as I mentioned, I'm only about 45 days in here. This is all new to me, and I'm trying to figure this thing out. So the reason why I'm starting to look into this is because I'm wondering, who are these kids that are coming into my schedule before the frenzy takes place on Sunday night? So I'm seeing kids like Orange pop on my schedule. I've never taught an Orange before. Who is Orange and why is she on my schedule starting at 8 p.m. my time? What is going on here? So let's figure this out. Let's start with the easier of the two topics, which is topic number one, priority booking. This should be, for most people, relatively straightforward, and you may already understand this, but let's just go over it anyway. So, again, let's bring up the trusty whiteboard, and let's use an example of today. So today, December 20th at 8 o'clock my time, I taught a student. That student or parent then gets a request or an option that's sent to them and basically says, hey, would you like to book Teacher Andrew at the same time in 2 weeks' time? Same date, or maybe not the same date, same day at the same time of day. Would you like that? And if you did a great job, then probably they will say yes. Now, they may say no because maybe they don't like that time slot. Maybe they're going to be busy at that time slot in 2 weeks. So, for my example, they would get the request or they'd get the option for January 3rd at the same time, which is 8 o'clock. So they may take it, they may not, and that may not have anything to do with your teaching for them to say no, but if you did a good job and they're available, well, they probably will take that then. Now, you won't get to see that until 8 o'clock my time for the pre-booking frenzy. And for people in the Eastern time zone, that is at 7. So there is the 4-hour pre-booking frenzy special, let's call it, for that. So let's get into the pre-booking frenzy. What is that? Now, the pre-booking frenzy, and I got a little bit of a headache just trying to figure this out, looking all over the place, and then I'm trying to see, well, is that still in effect? Like, someone said that back a couple of years ago. Is that still how it works? And I don't know, maybe I got a headache from this hat at the same time. Who knows? But here's what I found out about the pre-booking frenzy. Parents have the option to have up to 5 favorite or interested, or they're interested in 5 teachers. So basically they can put their top 5 list of teachers. Now, these may be teachers that have taught Orange before, or they may be ones that they looked at their profile and said, wow, that's a great profile. I might take that person up on a class at some point if someone goes on holidays, or maybe you want to switch things up or whatever. So they can put their top 5, and by doing that, they then have the ability to pre-book before the frenzy starts. So 4 hours before. So we're talking at 8 o'clock in the morning, Beijing time, on Monday morning. That translates to 12 hours, 8 p.m. my time, that they can book your schedule and get ahead of the rush and get their time slots that they want. So it's in their interest to put that top 5, because then they know that they'll be able to get a slot with one of those teachers, because someone's going to have something opening at that time, especially when you're 4 hours ahead of the frenzy. So that's basically how the pre-booking frenzy works. We don't see all that stuff taking place, like the interested students and whatnot, until that 8 o'clock, I think, in sort of time hits. Maybe we see it a little bit earlier on Sunday. Not exactly sure the timing on when we see that, but that's why there's so much activity, and we start seeing these students like Orange that we've never taught before. They must have had me as a top 5 teacher, even though I've never taught them, but they looked at my profile or whatever and liked it. So that just explains a little bit on how things work, and it gives us even more incentive, I think, to really do a good profile, because maybe you're finding your way into someone's top 5 list, and if someone, maybe leaves VIP Kid, or they don't like them as much anymore, or they're on holidays, then boom, you get to get into their schedule a little bit quicker because your profile impressed them enough to put you in their top 5. And again, echoes that we need to have our schedule out a couple of weeks in advance, because sure, they could still say, I'm interested in your slot even though you don't have it open, but some might not and say, well, I don't know if that person's teaching, I might as well just find someone else. So make sure you have your schedule open a couple weeks in advance, and it's not only good enough now to do it by sort of that midnight my time cutoff time, or I guess 11 o'clock for people in the Eastern time zone, but even have it sooner so that they can get in there and they can do that. And for your priority bookings, even more, that they're doing that right when the class ended, sort of that 2 weeks before things took place. So anyways, hopefully that helps. Good luck with your teaching, and hopefully that clarifies things a little bit, and you figure out why this orange person is finding your way onto your schedule. So best of luck. Bye.